We'll miss you today. I think he had a birthday, so he let me know. He did let me know last night. It wasn't a surprise. He wasn't going to be here today, but be sure and let him know next week when he comes back that hope he had a happy birthday. And right now, it's my pleasure to welcome for part one of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. They're from all the way up in Abington, Virginia. That's the Jackson Memorial Trio.
On the merry-go-round, Wpaq. We appreciate the radio station and all you folks that are here today. We hope we'll do something that you'll receive a blessing from. And this number we're about to do now is an old a cappella number. It says, "My hope is in the blood."
Every
hope that I have here in this so sinful world
is
anchored in the blood of the Lamb. Billows are raging and we're tossed to and fro.
There is
them up. Here's one that says, because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Hey. God sent his son. They called him Jesus. He came to love, heal and forgive. He bled and died to buy my pardon. An empty grave is there to prove my Savior lives. And because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know, yes I know, he owns the future. My life is worth a living just because he lives. How sweet to hold a newborn baby and feel the pride and joy it gives. But greater still is this calm assurance that child can face uncertain days because he lives. And because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know, yes I know, he owns the future. My life is worth a living just because he And then one day, I'm gonna cross that river. I'll fight life's fight, no war with pain. And then as death, it gives way to victory, I'll see the lights of glory and I'll know he reigns. And because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know, yes I know, he owns the future. My life is worth a living just because he lives. My life is worth a living just because he lives.
Oh, yes, that's right, because he lives. We're going to take a real quick break and hear a word about the big Nunn Brothers Festival that's coming up just a couple weeks away. And we'll be back with more music coming to you live from the stage of the Earle Theatre for the merry-go-round. We'll be back right after this. It's in Westfield. It is wonderful. Have you ever been there? Do you know them?
No.
They're local. They have an excavating business, and they're twins, and they have bluegrass music. Thursday they have a jam. They have Friday night, Saturday, Sunday after church. They actually have a church service there. I think Carson Peters is going to play.
Okay.
But you can camp.
Really?
Yeah. It's just rough, but I mean, they don't have hookups, but you can camp. And it's just on their land.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. I'll grab you a flyer. It's usually a real great time. They used to have fireworks, but I think it got costed too much. Yeah. But there'll be kids there.
Yeah.
They'll be running around. It's right on the creek.
Good deal.
Tents and shade. They got a big tent. Maybe you can get under if it's real hot.
Right, good deal.
Yeah, no alcohol.
Yeah, that's good.
We could do another three when we come back, if that's okay. Three good. You need a water, can I get everybody to chew? Thank you so much, Scout, appreciate you. And I'm excited about the Nunn Brothers Festival coming up. It's not this upcoming weekend, it's the last weekend of the month. And we should have information about that on our Facebook page if I've done my job. I'm pretty sure it's on there, but if not, send me a message and I'll give you all the particulars. But I'll be there, your MC for Friday night, I believe, and Tim Fry on Saturday. And it's a big time. Thursday, you have a jam session, and then Friday night music, and Saturday as well. And then Sunday, Albion Baptist will be having their church service there, and then they have Carson Peters and Iron Mountain. It's going to be a great time. So I hope to see you out at the annual Nunn Brothers Bluegrass Festival over in Westville, North Carolina. It's about 15 minutes from here, and you do want to make sure that you use GPS. Don't just take for granted that you're going to know the way. It's kind of out there. So anyways, but we'll be glad to help you get there. I'd like to see everybody come on out for that. And right now, back to our special guest for this first portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. That's the Jackson Memorial Trio.
Here's one that says, two verse. When I came into this world, I just can't recall. I don't remember anything about my birth at all. But one night down on my knees in prayer, oh, I never will regret. I've had a birth I can't remember, and one I can't forget. World, it made no difference, even frown, but the angels rejoiced when my name was written down. Unworthy of His mercy, still He paid my debt. I've had a birth I can't remember, and one I can't forget. It never made the morning paper, it never made the evening news. When I took off the old coat and I put on the blue, my sins were cast into forgetfulness as far as east is from the west. I've had a birth I can't remember, and one I can't forget. The world, it made no difference, even frown, but the angels rejoiced when my name was written down. Unworthy of His mercy, still He paid my debt. I've had a birth I can't remember, and one I can't forget. Worth I can't remember, and one I can't forget. All right, thank you so much. Let me quickly take just a minute and tell you who everybody is. I know you out in radio land can't see us, and probably that's probably a good thing. So we ugly, but we appreciate all of you for listening in. I have my grandson with us today playing he calls it the beatbox. I think the true name is Kahuna, right? Am I right on that? Anyway, I appreciate him. He's 12 years old and growing up like a weed. I also have our granddaughter with us that just recently slipped off and got married. And we brought her husband with us today, and that would be, I guess, he says he's my grandson-in-law. That's probably what it is, right? Grandson-in-law, okay. Aaron Burke, we appreciate him. And then Brooklyn is with us today. She's out in the audience. But then the group that's been together for 20-some years, I guess now going on 30, is Janet Hicks from Bristol, Virginia. Linda Statzer, my wife, singing most of the lead parts. Clyde Keith, her brother, playing the doghouse bass. And then my name is Stafford Statzer, and that makes up the Jackson Memorial Trio. None of us are Jacksons. It's just a church that we attend. So, all right, we'll do a few more. All right, this one says it could happen in a moment.
It could happen in a moment.
Before. There's a light in the window and the table it's set in splendor. Someone standing by an open door, and I can see a crystal river. Lord, I must be here forever. Lord, I've never been this home before. Lights shine, it's just about home time. think I'll spread my wings for flying. But Lord, I've never been this homesick before.
Yes, I just need the bright
Light shine.
It's just about
Home time and I can see my father standing at the door.
this world.
Wilderness,
I'm ready for
deliverance, and Lord, I've never been this homesick before.
well, I can see the bright
Light shine.
oh, it's just about
Home time and I can see my father standing at the door.
this world.
Wilderness,
I'm ready for
deliverance, and Lord, I've never been this homesick before. Lord, I have never been this homesick
Oh, yes. This is the Jackson Memorial Trio on part one of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. We'll hear a word from our sponsor of this portion of today's broadcast, and that's the Price Power Equipment over in Elton, North Carolina. And we'll be back with more on today's merry-go-round right after this. I love that song. That is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, I like it. Good song. Good song.
Are you still at homeschool? Off in the summer? That's what we're gonna do. We didn't get half of our one. Now, we could get all his. We didn't get half of our, my older kids.
Really?
The upper class stuff, but you might go faster. That's what it's like. Oh, actually two. Three.
Three.
Thank you, Scout. Appreciate you. And yes, let's go ahead and do three numbers. I'm looking at my watch, but it's slow, and that's okay. We don't have to be as precise as we once did. We used to have to be at exactly the top of the hour. The news was going to come on, and you had to catch it, so you better stop talking. So, anyways, but we're a little bit more flexible now. So let's go ahead and do. Stafford, let's do two numbers.
Two, that's fine.
And we'll take a break for the weather forecast.
Sounds good.
You're listening to the Saturday morning merry-go-round here on WPAQ. Back to more music now for the Jackson Memorial Trio.
I'm gonna go ahead and give the weather forecast. Hot and hotter. Dry and drier if it is where we're from. So here's one that says, He wrote my name. Oh, blessed Savior wrote my name when I was born again. He wrote it when He saved my soul. He wrote that I had made right my every single wrong. He wrote my name on heaven's roll. My name way up in holy land. here's another older song that we like doing. It says, "Come morning." And truly, there's coming a time that, and when we get to heaven, folks, it'll all be morning there because the Bible says there's no night. So there couldn't be an evening because night follows evening, so it's all morning. And this song simply says, "Come morning."
God's
Children too long have been murdered, longing for heaven restored. Heartaches are left far behind us. Burdens are carried no more. Morning, I walk by the river, resting the evergreen tree. I'll carry my cross through the midnight. Morning, there's glory for me.
sometimes so
Despised and rejected.
and I
Question, oh Father, how long? Take one more look at my Calvary. Gives me the strength to go on. Morning, I walk by the river, resting the evergreen tree. Carry my cross through the midnight. Morning, there's glory for me.
Yes, I really like that song. Always enjoy having these special guests with us here from up in Abington, Virginia. That's the Jackson Memorial Trio. And right now, we're going to take a quick break, Scout, for the weather forecast, and we'll be back with more on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round.
Your time right now, 11:30. Let's go ahead and take a look at your weather forecast for today. Sunny and hot, high near 94 degrees. Calm winds.
Outside being so weird. Come here, Ricky.
Sunday, a slight chance of showers with occasional showers and thunderstorms to the It'll be sunny and hot.
Ricky.
94 degrees. Calm winds between gusts of 5 miles per hour. Your chance of precipitation is 30%. Sunday night,
Let's do three if that's okay.
Three, yeah, that'd be good. Let her do the first thing.
Thank you so much, Scout. Appreciate you once again. And this first half hour of the merry-go-round has been brought to you by the folks at the 23rd Annual Nunn Brothers Bluegrass Festival coming up Thursday, July the 25th through Sunday, July the 28th. And also brought to you by Prize Power Equipment in Elkin, North Carolina. And right now, we'll go back to our special guest for this first portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. That's the Jackson Memorial Trio.
All right, I'm gonna let my granddaughter's husband do one for you. Old Ship of Zion, better known as, or he is better known as my grandson-in-law, he says. So we'll leave it at that. Okay, Aaron Burke, he's gonna do Old Ship of Zion.
I was standing on the banks of the river, looking out over life's troubled sea, when I saw an old ship come sailing. Is that the old ship of Zion I see? At the stern of the ship stood the captain. I could hear as he called out my name. Well, get on board the old ship of Zion, for it may never pass this way again. And as I step on board, I'll be leaving all my troubles and heartaches behind. Well, I'll be saved with Jesus, my captain, sailing out on the old ship of Zion.
All right, Aaron, thank you so much. Good old song. Here's another hymn of the church I'll do, and then we'll come back to the trio. But how great they are. It's one of my favorite songs. And truly, God is great, and we owe it all to Him. Oh Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds Thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the roaring thunder, Thy power throughout the universe Thank you. Here's one that says, my home is just around the bend. E flat.
It's a long and dusty road that these old countries are traveling on us now. Climbing on the road. But I've got to keep the faith and walk the straight and narrow way to reach that place that I will call my home.
Home is just around the bend. I think I'll be again and again with you. But the millions everywhere. One that I so want to see is the one who bled and died for me. My home, a place I long to be. Now so many homes, this world so dear, but I am just a stranger here, just passing through on a temporary stay. Oh, but I'm looking forward to the time when home in heaven will be mine. I'll watch and pray for it to be just any day. Home is just around the bend. I think of it again and again, reunion. But the millions everywhere. One that I so want to see is the one who bled and died for me. My home, a place I long to be. Home is just around the bend. I think of it again and again, reunion by the millions everywhere. One that I so want to see is the one who bled and died for me. My home, a place I long to be. That's the home, a place I long to be. That's my
Oh, wonderful gospel music here for part one of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. I do want to invite you to stay tuned because after the 12 o'clock news, we'll be joined by Phyllis and Jim Gaskins and friends with some wonderful old-time music. They got the only American instrument, the American lap dulcimer. That's what Miss Phyllis plays, and the old-time fiddle and two old-time banjos. So hopefully you'll stick around and enjoy that as well. That's coming up after the 12 o'clock news. Right now, though, we need to take a real quick break, and we'll be back with more of part one on the merry-go-round with our special guest, the Jackson Memorial Trio. We'll be back with more after this. That's back for just the wrong person. They were trying to joke.
Oh.
Everybody got plenty of water? Everybody's good? We're going to do 2 or 3 more this time, and then we'll probably have another break, and maybe do either 2 or 3 more.
Okay.
Good?
Good.
I brought you a flyer for that, put it down there.
Okay, good deal. Thank you.
And we are excited that we'll have high school sports coming up here in just about a month. Can't believe that. Summer's flying by, but there's still a lot more things to enjoy as far as the summer goes, and a lot of festivals. So we appreciate all of our listeners for Bears football that's coming up in the month of August. Right now, we'll go back to our special guest for this first portion of today's merry-go-round with the Jackson Memorial Trio.
All right, here's one that says, I've got so much to thank him for.
When
I look around to see good things he does for me. I know I'm unworthy of him all. Blessing his free gift, I owe my life to him. So much to thank him for. So much to thank him for. So much to praise him for. You see, he has been so good to me. I think of what he's done and where he brought me from. So much to thank him for. Sometimes along the way, I knew I had to stop and say, thank you for all you do for me. I reach with heaven's shore. Oh, please just let me live once more. So much to thank him for. So much to thank him for. So much to praise him for. You see, he has been so good to me. I think of what he's done and where he brought me from. So much to thank him for. I think of what he's done and where he brought me from. So much to thank him for. All right, here's one that says, a place to spend the night. We'll also.
Death is a trip to every home, but it should going to come unless our Lord makes his return before it dies. But I'm not afraid to face the grave, for very soon it will be day, and I know how the sound to say there
1 says, but for the blood, and truly, if it weren't for the blood of Jesus Christ, folks, we'd all be hopeless with this, but for the blood. I had no one to blame, how I won't hide my face. I was so ashamed of all the wrongs I'd done, and I knew I had to pay. I was bound to face hell's flames. I'd be there today, my friend, but for the blood shed on Calvary's tree. But for the blood, there be no hope for you and me. For all my righteousness is filthy rags, and that's all I'll ever be. But for the blood that cleansed and set me free. Even though I get so low, you know the devil lets me know I'm so undeserving. I'm unworthy of God's love. And oh yes, I know it's true, but here I stand with the chosen few. I stand today, yes, I'm saved just by the blood. Shed on Calvary's tree. But for the blood, be no hope for you and me. For all my righteousness is filthy rags, and that's all I'll ever be. But for the blood that cleansed and set me free. For the blood that cleansed and set me free.
Wonderful gospel music here for you on part one of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. And right now we're going to take one more final break here in this first hour rather. And we'll be back with more music coming up here on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. Scout, I think the best thing to do is go ahead and give us another listen to that Nunn Brothers ad. If we don't have anything else lined up in this 11 o'clock hour, that would be great. And we'll be back with more music coming up right after this. I'm pretty sure it's, you have a particular one. I think it's 11:52. Okay, so we'll have time for two. Yeah. Huh? You guys might fast, I know. Do you have drums in your church or no? Oh, okay, okay. That's great. That's great. I used to always play in bands with my parents, and my dad would always say, "You're only as good as your drummer, and if you don't have one, you're only as good as your bass player." Because it doesn't matter.
That's it.
If you don't have bass, I guess your guitar is.
Yeah.
But it does, it makes such a makes such a difference. Do you go to church with your grandpa?
Yes, his dad.
That's really wonderful. That's great. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Scout Hughes. Once again, we appreciate you very much. And We're going to let the Jackson Memorial Trio do about 2 more numbers, and then we'll take a break for the news and weather, and come back with our special guests, Phyllis and Jim Gaskins and friends. So be sure to keep your radio dials tuned right here. Right now, final 2 numbers from our first guest, the Jackson Memorial Trio.
Thank you so much. It's been an honor for us to be here with you. We hope you'll get something out of these 2 last numbers. I can make it.
Alone I am traveling, so often grow still, overshadowed by clouds in the sky. But I'm looking up to Jesus, singing closer to Him, and He keeps me with His watchful eye. Oh, I can make it.
I can make it through the valley, over mountains, through the storm. Jesus keeps me so completely. Oh, I can make it all the way home.
The Lord I'm sparing, someday I'll lay down, and I'll never have burdens again. Oh, this old cross will end me praying for a robe and a crown. Then I enter that land without sin. Oh, I can make it.
I can make it through the valley, over mountains, through the storm. Jesus keeps me so completely. Oh, I can make it all the way home. I can make it through the valley, over mountains, through the storm. Jesus keeps me so completely. Oh, I can make it all the way home. I can make it all the way home. All right, the last number will be Mercy Walked In, and I'm certainly glad that Jesus Christ does show mercy to us, because if not, I'd be in a mess. I'd say, if you're honest with me, you would be too. So, but Mercy Walked In. I stood in the courtroom, the judge turned my way. It looks like you're guilty, so what do you say? I spoke up, Your Honor, I have no defense, but that's when mercy walked in. Mercy walked in and pleaded my case, called to the stand. Was God's saving grace and love was presented that covered my sin. Forgiven and mercy walked in. I stood there and I wondered, oh, just how could it be that someone so guilty I have just been set free? My chains, they were broken. I felt born again the moment that
Jackson Memorial Trio from all the way up in Abington, Virginia. Brought me some wonderful blueberry jam when they came. Last time it was apple butter, but that's not the only reason we have them on the program. They do a great job. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to ask Ricky to mute all the stage mics except for number 12. Thank you, son. And we're going to send things back to you, Scout News, for a quick look at news and weather, and then we'll be back with some great old-time music from our special guest for part 2 of the program, and that is Phyllis and Jim Gaskins and Friends. You're listening to the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round on the voice of the Blue Ridge. This is AM 740 along with FM 106.7 WPAQ.
How are you?
Thank you. All right.
Good.
Sounding good.
Thank you.
She makes this. Ricky, we're gonna do away with 12. Won't be 12. See? Excuse me, 9. I meant 9. You knew what I meant. Hopefully he's only 12. All right, so we don't need this. Okay, you sure?
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Okay. You're fine. I'll be right, just 1 minute. No problem. I want to see if we can get them started.
Yeah, no problem.
Did you try malt?
This is what I think I'm gonna do. Jim is not saying. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one, I think we should be able to hear the band fine for this one, and then we'll give y'all. Ricky? Yeah. Come bring something that'll tighten something like there might be a screwdriver back there. If there is, it's perfect. If not, usually once you get it in a certain place. I'll do it like that. It's not much more. I've never been on one. Probably afraid I like it, so I was deciding on that. It's dangerous after I talk about falling. I think I better not. I need a little something to tighten one of these mic clips, or another mic clip. Yeah. This one right here, I just need to tighten it. I'd like to position it a different way.
Why don't we consider the up there?
Well, I've got something down there. Huh?
Oh, it's up. Oh.
You gotta look. You gotta look. Ask Robert. Robert will tell you. There's some in those little bins. What do you think about this? Is that too close? We can cut it down. I feel like this will pick up the banjo very fine for a little way, but I'll always loud enough. Talking and singing. What do you think?
I don't know, Donna. Yeah, no idea. I'm gonna be looking down at words probably.
Would it help you if you had one? Yeah, I can do it real low. This one only goes low. Would that be better? Or is that too far away?
Can't find one.
Huh?
Can't find one.
Okay, all right. It's hard to find good help, especially when you're related to these. He's perfect. He didn't have to come over here to help me at all. All right, Mr. Ricky. What we're looking for now is we need to check and make sure that we can hear everybody. So I'm gonna get them to play something. So make sure you can hear every instrument, 2, 4, and 6. Can you hear the banjo?
Play.
He said he wanted us to get a little bit more, so I'm gonna turn it over here. Huh? 2. You wanna hear, this is for him and her. I felt like I could hear the banjo, but.
What's up?
What do you need me to do?
I think it's perfect. Thank you so much, Scout Hughes. If you're just tuning in or just joining us, the moment of silence was brought to you by yours truly, because I'm running around a little bit, but that's okay. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be able to run, or I really wasn't running for all you folks watching. They're like, no, that wasn't running, Jenny. You have to try a little bit harder. Oh, me. It's a pleasure to be with you folks back. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for keeping your radio dials tuned to the voice of the Blue Ridge WPAQ. And it's my pleasure to bring back to the Earle Theatre for part 2 of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round with some great old-time music. Help me make welcome Phyllis and Jim Gaskins and friends.
was at Mt Airy Fiddlers Convention, yeah. And that's the last time we played together too. So if you're listening in on the radio, pretend that you're sitting on our back porch with us. And mistakes and all. Here we go. That was Spotted Pony, and this next one is Cotton Mill Girls. Worked in the cotton mill all my life. Ain't got nothing but for a night. I'm hard times. Cotton mill girls, it's hard times everywhere. It's hard times. Cotton mill girls. Hard times. Cotton mill girls. It's hard times. Cotton mill girls. It's hard times everywhere. In 1914 we had sex, lived got country and did our bed. It's a hard time, cotton mill girls, it's hard times everywhere. It's hard times, cotton mill girls, hard times, cotton mill girls, it's hard times, cotton mill girls, it's hard times everywhere. I worked at the mill 12 hours a day, 14 cents of easy pay. It's hard times, cotton mill girls, it's hard times everywhere. It's hard times, cotton mill girls, hard times, cotton mill girls, hard times, cotton mill girls, it's hard times everywhere. Well, when I die, don't you bury me off. Hang me up on a spinning revolver. Pick my thumbs in alcohol. It's hard times everywhere. It's hard times, cotton mill girls. Hard times, cotton mill girls. It's hard times, cotton mill girls. It's hard times everywhere. It's hard times, cotton mill girls. Hard times, cotton mill girls. Hard times, cotton mill girls. Hard times everywhere. Thank you. Play an old time tune here called Old Grimes.
Oh, yes. Oh,
And John, I'm calling you to sing one now. Unclouded Day. Soon as he gets the cape
Change the gear.
on. Okay.
Oh, they tell me of a land far beyond the sky. Oh, they tell me of a home far away. Oh, they tell me of a place where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Oh, the land of a cloudless day. Oh, the land of an unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a place where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Oh, they tell me of a place where my friends have gone. They tell me of that land far away, where the tree of life in eternal bloom sheds its fragrance through an unclouded day. Oh, the land of a cloudless day. Oh, the land of an unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a place where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. They tell me of a king in his beauty there. They tell me that mine eyes shall behold, where he sits on the throne that is whiter than snow, in that city that's made of gold. Oh, the land of a cloudless day. Oh, the land of an unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a place where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Tell me that he smiles on his children there, and his smile drives their sorrows all away. And they tell me that no tears ever come on them, in that land of an unclouded day. Oh, the land of a cloudless day. Oh, the land of an unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of a place where no storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded day.
Miss Phillips, would it be all right for us to take a real quick break at this time?
Well, certainly.
Okay, we'll take a real quick break and hear a word for the sponsor of this first half hour, the 12 o'clock portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. And we'll be back with more music coming up here from the stage of the Earle Theatre, home of the old-time music, Heritage Hall. We'll be back right after this.
Can't meet me
Let's
until
do, after this one, We'll do 3 and then we'll take another break.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you need? Yes, water? Oh, wait, you wanted Mt Airy, right? Yes, I was there. First place. That's wonderful. Thank you for reminding me. Does anybody need a bottle of water? I have water right over here.
Okay, I got it on.
You might have to keep doing that. I think the only thing to do is do this for you. It should say that part should be good. It's my fault. They would say, well, sure, buy some stands, but I can't remember to tell them. Do we have, do you need a water? Miss Phyllis, do you need a water? Okay, how about for you? Do you have some?
I got it. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, Scout Hughes, and I just remembered, just came up on my mind, actually somebody helped me to remember this. I was there when this happened, but just a month ago, hard to believe that June was a month ago, but we had the Mt Airy Fiddlers Convention, the 52nd annual, if I'm not mistaken, and Miss Phyllis Gaskins won first place in the dulcimer, and so she definitely needs a round of applause for that.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I love to hear her sing just as good as I love to hear her play the dulcimer.
Oh.
And I've said earlier at 11 o'clock that folks need to make sure that they stay tuned because this is the only American instrument. That's what I've always heard.
That's it. That's
I don't
it.
know if that's true, but that's what I've always been told.
That's it.
So the Appalachian lap dulcimer. Right now we'll go back to more great music from our special guests with Phyllis and Jim Gaskins.
And we're
and
gonna
friends.
play a 4th of July tune. It's called Camp Meeting on the 4th of July. So I remember doing that when I was a kid. Our church would have a meeting on the 4th of July and have dinner on the ground, spread the blankets out. It was fun. All right, our next tune is Black Eyed Susie, one of the first ones I ever learned how to play on the mountain dulcimer. Love my boyfriend, love my baby, love my biscuits, something crazy. All I want is transformation, bring the one with the big convention. All I need to make me happy is a little bitty baby to call me daddy. One night, one day dating, one night came to the other way. Hope that one made you tap your toes. John, going to sing Rise When the Rooster Crows, I do believe. Go ahead.
Oh, rise when the rooster crows, rise when the rooster crows. I'm going back south when the sun shines hot down where sugarcane grows. Golden shoes you hear so much about, worn down here you soon wear 'em out. Gonna wear 'em up, gonna put on a roof, put on my golden shoes. Rise when the rooster crows, rise when the rooster crows. I'm going back south when the sun shines hot down where the sugarcane grows. That old saint will try to fool you, for the gates will be closed and you can't get through. My long white robe and my white socks too, to put on my golden shoes. Oh, rise when the rooster crows, rise when the rooster crows. I'm going back south where the sun shines hot down where the sugarcane grows. Gabriel comes for to blow his horn. Well, you needn't go back where you gotta go on. Prepare yourself for that great day. You can't take your money and buy your way. Rise when the rooster crows. I'll rise when the rooster crows. I'm going back south where the sun shines hot down where the sugarcane grows. We'll have cider in the fall. Said I was going to the ball where the Dutch is tobacco and the goose drinks wine. The old hen cackles out the rooster keeps time. Rise when the rooster crows, rise when the rooster crows. I'm going back south where the sun shines hot down where the sugarcane grows.
Sounds good to me.
Oh my goodness, I'll have to tell a story if anybody don't mind. You know that everywhere you go, if you play old time music, they play different tunes, different places. And so around here, that is not one that is played that often, or not where I come from. But anyways, my family got hired to play at this place called Field Day of the Past, way up by Richmond, North Carolina. Richmond, Virginia, not North Carolina. I do know my states. But anyways, So the gentleman that was having the festival, this is a long time ago, probably 20 years ago, he saw us play old-time music, which I play all kinds of music, and people that know me personally, they know that. But anyways, this story does have an end. So start your timer, Scout. You've not got too many times. That's my partner on the other end of the antenna. Anyways, so this gentleman wanted to hire us for this festival. And he said, now this is before the internet too. Said, I need you to play this song. This is my favorite song, Rise When the Rooster Crows. So all the way to this festival, we're trying to learn this song. And we get up there, and a hurricane has happened. There is no power anywhere. We don't know this. There's no internet. Now, we should have known that there was a hurricane. I think it was Floyd. I'm not sure, but anyways, it was a long time ago. No power in the hotel. They still had the festival. We did go ahead and play. We learned the song. We did it. It was just like this, sitting around. There was no microphones. It was just to have an old-time band at this festival. So we played the music, and my dad was like, I hope you like that song, whatever the man's name was. And he said, yeah, that's my one favorite song. My other favorite song is The Locomotion.
Good luck.
That was so strange. But anyways, I'm not sure if he wanted us to play it or if he was just saying. So I was like, that's your two favorite songs, Rise When the Rooster Crows and The Locomotion. Well, the rest is history, and now it's time for the weather forecast. So we'll take a break from the music and a break from the tale telling on my part, and we'll get look at the weather forecast, and we'll be back with more music coming up on part 2 of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. This part featuring Phyllis and Jim, Gaskins and Friends. We'll be back with more right after this. What? Okay, well, we're not going to do that.
The cranks would have been good.
Clear. Low around 70 degrees. Calm winds. Sunday, a slight chance of showers, then a chance of showers.
Need your other banjo.
She's turning on to A.
Oh, okay.
She's getting ready for A. She knows what she's doing.
5 miles per hour in the afternoon. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Sunday night,
I have to pick on Sal. He's getting ready.
mostly clear.
He's got hired full-time at a radio station in Raleigh. Yeah, he's a young man. He's big in radio, loves radio. And he's done an internship there at the radio station, but hopefully he'll come back and we can get him full-time. Yeah.
Monday night, mostly clear.
Get a full-time experience.
Yeah.
We don't really have that much hours.
Tuesday night, partly cloudy, low around 70 degrees.
But we didn't have the whole thing. They were coming for it to be really hot yesterday. It was only like 81. So they kind of missed it. But I guess it was the cloud cover. They didn't anticipate that.
Yeah.
80 degrees.
Yeah.
Is 3 a good number or 4?
Whatever you want.
Let's say 4 this time.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and sit back down.
Ready?
Downtown Mt Airy for more of the merry-go-round.
Thank you so much, Scout. Appreciate you once again. And we're going to have some more great old-time music now from Phyllis and Jim Gaskins and Friends.
And Friends are John and Angela Watts from North Carolina, our camping buddies. Anyway, going to do this tune called Jaybird Died with a Whooping Cough from a fiddler from up in Northern Virginia called John Ashford. I don't know how the jaybird got the whooping cough, but I know that whooping cough is terrible to have because I've had it. It's awful.
We need universal health care for birds. Especially jaybirds.
Go ahead.
I think that jaybird died from something.
Kerplunk.
Bring it back.
Okay, here we go. We had our Cheerios and Wheaties and a couple cups of coffee this morning. That's why we're speeding up over here. Where are we? Oh, Barlow Night. Barlow Night. Let's see if I can play it as well today as I did a month ago. It doesn't always work that way, you know. You don't always play it perfect every time. place ribbon with a tune. I don't play that tune in contests anymore. I know I did that because in my very early years of playing on stage, I had a friend who played the same tune every time and got first place. And I'm like, I am not going to be a one-tune wonder. So, anyway.
Like you're using
So I
every fret
promised
on the
myself that I
dulcimer.
would keep a list of the tunes that I made first place with, and I wouldn't repeat them. Okay, so John is going to sing a lovely song. It's called I'm a Pilgrim. Here we go.
I am a pilgrim and a stranger, traveling through this wearisome land. Got a home in that yonder city, and it's not made by hand. And I've got a mother, sister, and a brother who have gone this way before. I am determined to go and see them over on that other shore. And I'm going down to the river Jordan just to bathe my wearisome soul. If I can just touch the hem of his garment, then I know it make me whole. And I am a pilgrim and a stranger, traveling through this wearisome land. Now I've got a home in that yonder city, and it's not made by hand.
Thank you very much. We have a tune here from a fiddler from Virginia, southwestern part of Virginia, real close to West Virginia. And his name was Henry Reed, right? And this is called Billy in the Lowland. Billy in the Lowland.
Phyllis and Jim Gaskins and friends. And right now, we're going to send things back to you, Scout Hughes, for a real quick break, and we'll be back with more music coming up here on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. We'll be back right after this. We'll come back in about 9 to 10 minutes, so probably 3 songs, and then we'll take another break.
Okay.
The call to worship broadcast each weekend on this station. Be sure and join us for Call to Worship with Bernie Timberman every Sunday afternoon at 2:30 p.m. right here on WPAQ.
All right, let's go ahead and head back down to the store for Earle Theatre in downtown Mt Airy for more merry-go-round.
Thank you so much, Scout Hughes. And I know we have some regulars here in the theater, and when I was out there in the lobby just a minute ago, getting my son some popcorn, I was reminded to thank Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. He's 12 years old, come down to help me on the sound, because Patrick had a birthday. But anyways, that's okay. We'll figure that out next week. I told Robert, I said, if Patrick wasn't a volunteer, I would probably have to say something for him taking off on his birthday. But since he is a volunteer, you can't really do that. But anyways, thank you, Ricky, for coming to help. Also, when I was out there in the lobby, I met some folks that are here from Dallas, Texas, I believe. So maybe another couple out here in the audience that is not from here. I haven't seen you before, and you have on a sheriff's badge. So where are you from? Kentucky. Okay, welcome. Welcome so much. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're enjoying your stay in Mt Airy. I think it's a great place, one of the best places that there is, and I'm always excited to be here with you folks each and every Saturday here for the merry-go-round. And in which case, we'll go back right now. We've got about 10 minutes until we take a break again, so probably fit about 3 good old-time numbers in there. So back to now our special guests, Phyllis and Jim Gaskins and friends.
And friends, Angela and John Watts. Thank you. We're going to do a tune called Cold Frosty Morning. Comes to us from West Virginia. Actually, I would welcome a cold frosty morning, I think.
Oh, they're coming soon enough. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. All right, next tune is a song called Nellie Gray. And it's a true story. I don't know if you want to say anything about it, Mr. Gaskins?
If you guys are familiar with the song Up on the Housetop, click, 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 You know that one?
Neighborhood Saint.
Written by a guy named Benjamin Hanby, and when he was a little kid, 9 years old, in Ohio, his family had a station on the Underground Railroad, and this really ill slave fellow came by one day, and he started telling a story about why he had escaped from the plantation down in Kentucky where he was from. And the kid was so impressed that years later, when he was a student at Oberlin studying music, he decided to write a song about the slave, his story. And Nellie Gray, of course, was his wife that was taken away and sold on a plantation down in Georgia. Okay.
That's it? Okay. We'll try to give it some justice here. There's a long green valley on old Kentucky But he got a song written for him. Okay. Jim is turning around and he's getting another fiddle. He has two today. This one's tuned in A. Little Billy.
Outstanding old-time music here from the stage of the Earle Theatre for the Saturday morning merry-go-round. This part featuring Phyllis and Jim Gaskins and friends, Mr. and Ms. Watts. I'll get their first name at some point today, possibly. But anyways, right now it is time for us to check in again on the weather forecast. So we'll send things back to you, Scout, and update us on that. And then we'll be back with more music coming up today until 1:29 p.m. for the Saturday morning merry-go-round. Woo-hoo.
All right, thank you so much, Jenny. Your time right now, 1:04. Let's get you a look at your weather forecast for this afternoon. Sunny, here 94 degrees. Winds tonight mostly clear.
Do they pay y'all to live there?
90 degrees. Winds Sunday, slight chance of showers.
It's so busy. That's the part I can't do.
2 p.m.
I'm used to just going somewhere, and if I say I'm gonna go to the grocery store, well, it'll take me about 5 minutes to get there.
In the afternoon, your chance of precipitation is 30%.
Are you from there?
I've really been there.
Well, I guess maybe it's better than there, no, I'm just curious. Who can take that cold weather? Who can stand that?
Monday, a slight chance of showers.
I guess if you got no way to get out, but get out of it, I can have a deal with that. Or it stays so cold for all that many days.
Monday night, mostly clear, with low around 70 degrees. Tuesday, sunny and hot, 98 degrees. And Tuesday night, partly cloudy. Let's go ahead and take a look at your temperatures from around the area. 88 degrees in Patrick Springs, Virginia. 90 degrees in Danville, North Carolina. 89 degrees in Elgin, North Carolina. 81 degrees in Virginia. Right here. North Carolina. We're looking at a sunny 80 degrees. That's been your weather
If you
forecast.
don't care, let's do 3.
WPAQ. This is WPAQ, AM 740, 106.7 FM here. Mount Airy, North Carolina. Your time now, 1:05. Let's go ahead and set it back down to the historic Earle Theatre in downtown Mount Airy for more of the merry-go-round.
Thank you so much, Scout Hughes, and just a reminder that this portion of today's merry-go-round is being brought to you by Mt Airy Music Center, located right across the street from the historic Earle Theatre, locally owned and operated by the Easter family. We're going to tell you a little bit more about their business here after the group does about 3 songs.
Alrighty. Happy to be here, real happy to be here today, carrying on the tradition of this old-time dulcimer style that I play, that I learned from Raymond Melton. He made my dulcimer. He was from up near Hillsville, Galax area, and learned a lot of our music from up around Galax. This next tune is called Sheep Shelled Corn, and it was a fiddle tune that was played by a fiddler named Emmett Lundy. And he learned a lot of his music from Greenberry Leonard. We're going back to the 1800s here with some of this. And I only heard like one verse of this song. And I went searching online and I found out that the lyrics to this thing were printed up in 1920 in a book called The Negro Folk Songs, Negro Rhymes, Folk Rhymes. And so it mentions haint in there. The haints, boys and girls, are the spirits of the dead people that come to visit you. And you don't want that to happen, okay? So I've added some lyrics to this, rearranged things around a little bit, part of the folk process. So I've added some lyrics to Sheep Shelled Corn by the rattling of this horn. Sheep shelled corn by the rattling of his horn, set to the middle by the whippoorwill. For the tadpoles we all would die. Carolina and played at fiddlers conventions. Jim's swapping out to his A fiddle, and we are going to try to play John Brown's Dream. But I know a lot of fiddlers who play that down here, so we're hoping we can measure up. Here we go. That's it. That's not Sally Ann. Is that it?
Together together in that morning, in that morning, in that morning, and we'll all shout together in that morning, in that morning, in that morning, and we'll all shout together in that morning.
Oh, I enjoyed that. Do want to make mention of this, that just yesterday, a group of kids over at Surrey Community College, they wrapped up their Surrey Old Time Music Camp, and they actually had a little shape note sing. And so I enjoy that. I didn't learn it that way. I learned it in the Old Baptist, because that's how I was raised, and I learned to, I don't know the shape notes. I mean, I can hear it and I know how to do it, but I don't know what the things mean. So maybe there's hope for me to learn that too if they taught them kids in a week. So anyways, I looked that up, Surrey Old Time Music Camp. Hopefully they'll have it again next week. They had instruction for 5 days and had about 45 kids there taking part. Right now, I do want to tell you about something else great in downtown Mount Airy, and that is Mayberry Music Center. Mayberry Music Center, once again, located right across the street here from the Earle Theatre, and they're locally owned and operated by the Easter family. They'd like to invite you to stop in and check out their great selection of acoustic as well as electric guitars. They've also got bass guitars, mandolins, fiddles, banjos, trumpets, saxophones, clarinets, flutes, and much, much more. And there at Mayberry Music Center, they specialize in the Blue Ridge guitar, and they're the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer here in the Mt Airy area, always offering a $100 discount off the suggested retail price of their Blue Ridge guitars. Usually you'll find there some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at Mayberry Music Center at a discounted price, and they've also got strings as well as all types of accessories for your instrument, and they offer music lessons as well as instrument repair. And if you stop by and you don't see what you're looking for at that time, please ask them, because chances are they can have it for you in just a couple of days. And also you'll find a great selection of bluegrass as well as bluegrass gospel CDs, including titles from the Easter Brothers as well as the Primitive Quartet. Mayberry Music Center is open in downtown Mt Airy Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 4, and on Saturdays they're open from 9:30 to 3. They're always closed on Sunday. That is Mayberry Music Center, historic Main Street in downtown Mt Airy, bringing you this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. And I'd also like to tell you on behalf of Mayberry Music Center that if you're interested in checking out the Easter Brothers Museum, please stop by there and they can arrange that for you. Roger, the late Roger Easter, Roger and his brother Russell Jr. just passed away within a month of each other here a couple weeks ago. Russell just buried this past week, and they worked so hard on that museum, and thank goodness they did get to see it get open, but they do have a way for you to check it out. It's over in the Flat Rock community, so if you're interested in the Easter Brothers, please stop by Mayberry Music Center and ask them how you can check out the Easter Brothers Museum. And right now, we'll invite the group here to do about 2 more numbers, then we'll take our final break here in this last little bit of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. Our special guests, Phyllis and Jim Gaskins and friends, will bring them back now for more great music on the merry-go-round.
Okay, I think we will do Liberty, boys and girls, if that's all right with y'all. Okay. And I think you got a song called Jordan Now My Hard Road to Travel. Am I correct?
No, no, we can do that.
I believe we can. We can always try. Sure has been fun being here today. Thank you for allowing
Sure.
us to be here. Thank you.
Good one.
Well, I'm gonna sing you a brand new song. It's all about truth for certain. We can't live high, but we can get by. Get on the other side of Jordan. Pull off your overcoat and roll up your sleeves. Jordan, I'm a hard road to travel. Pull off your overcoat and roll up your sleeves. Jordan, I'm a hard road to travel, I believe. Public schools and the highways, raising quite along. Get a country man educated just a little, and he ain't gonna work on the farm. Pull off your overcoat and roll up your sleeves. Jordan, I'm a hard road to travel. Oh, put off your overcoat and roll up your sleeves. Jordan, I'm a hard road to travel, I believe. Well, I don't know, but I believe I'm right. The autos ruin the country. Let's go back to the horse and the buggy and try to save some money. Pull off your overcoat and roll up your sleeves. Jordan, I'm a hard road to travel. Oh, pull off your overcoat and roll up your sleeves. Jordan, I'm a hard road to travel, I believe. I know I'm an evangelist. Tabernacle's always full. Well, people come from miles around just to hear him choose the bull. So pull off your overcoat and roll up your sleeves. Jordan, I'm a hard road to travel. Oh, pull off your overcoat and roll up your sleeves. Jordan, I'm a hard road to travel, I believe. Talk about your evangelist. Talk about Mr. Part 2. Well, Henry's shaking more heck out of folks than all them evangelists do. So pull off your overcoat and roll up your sleeves. Jordan, I'm a hard road to travel. Pull off your overcoat and roll up your sleeves. Jordan, I'm a hard road to travel, I believe.
All right, a great job for our special guests here, Bruce and Jim Gaskins and friends. Let's take our final break and we'll come back. Probably time for one more 10. It's been a pleasure. We'll be back right after this with the conclusion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round.
Sounds like fun. So to enjoy our Buck Mountain now.
It's, it won't say clock, but it's right. Here, you got it on your iPad? Is that right? 25? Yeah, one more song.
Okay, got it.
You know, the Carter family would say Jordan.
Jordan, yeah.
But you know, right out there, even that name, that's what they said. People said that. They said, I don't know why, I don't know why they said that.
So that's one of the first before.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, Scout Hughes. Once again, appreciate you. Appreciate this group, as well as the Jackson Memorial Trio. So we'll have time for about one more 10. Thank you. What you got picked out to finalize things today, Ms. Phyllis?
We got a tune called Buck Mountain, and I figure any place you go in the Appalachian Mountains, there's a Buck Mountain somewhere. So we'll play it right now. Here we go.
Thank you so much for having us, guys.
Thank you,
Really,
thank you,
really
thank you.
appreciate it.
Yes, here we go. Oh, thank you.
WPAQ. Tune in next week. We'll have Papio Jessup. He'll be joined by myself, I believe, for a couple numbers, as well as Roger Stamper on the fiddle, and then Eddie Hill and the Gospel Travelers. And until next time, this is Jenny Lowry signing off from another edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. Back to you, Scout. Yes.
Next week, tell Roger June 7th.
He listens in. He listens on every time. And the last time he was on, it seemed like he said something about it. Yeah. I'll be sure. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, maybe another time. You'll make a picture? Oh, yeah, for sure. Let me turn the light on. Let me see what's gonna look good. Do you want to close like this? Just whatever you want. Okay. All right.
Go back up the steps.
No, we can get the on-air sign like this. All right. 1, 2, 3. You look at it and see. I put on my glasses to look at it.
Me too, that's the problem. I can't see you out.
Give it to Angela. She's the one that can see.
Yes, you can see
Oh, okay, good.
youngest eyes on the stage right now. Well, I don't know
That's
about you.
great. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Oh, it was wonderful. Thank you. I hope we do it again.
That'd be fun.
You just gotta let me know. I know you like traveling always. Good fun.
Hi.
Oh, that's my favorite thing right there.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that with the light, but we'll try.
I've got a real good picture of that if you ever want one on.
Oh.
Yes,
Turn
son.
everything off?
Yeah, just turn the board off and hopefully the lights won't come off.
Thank you for your hard work back there.
Oh, yeah, he's a good
I
help.
don't know how to turn the lights.
Look, all you gotta do is, look, listen to me. Bring all the faders down.
Including the see a bit where you
Yes. Then turn off the power strip on the right-hand side. The one that's like green mounted to the wall. All right, you did it. Except now it does that. Never mind, turn it back on. I forgot. It's got the light board. Sorry. That's okay. No, we don't have to do that. You can leave. You can leave now. I'll see you at work. Thank you. Tell Robert I'll be back to pay him $3 in a little bit. Well, okay, here's the deal that we have now.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to work on this. No, we don't record it.
Okay.
However, the YouTube is archived. Not found a way to do this because I have too many jobs. All that you can find it on is, because YouTube, there's all these gremlins everywhere. That's a made up thing. It's really not. It's just, it takes a long time. When you go to YouTube, or if you're on Facebook,
Yeah.
if you're on Facebook and you saw the post that I did on WPAQ's page today, at the bottom of it, there should be a link you can copy and paste.
Okay.
If you paste to that, we had to start a new channel because my cousin that was doing our YouTube had quit. So I had to do a new channel. This is all these rules I have. But anyways, it just says WPAQ, radio, I don't even know what else it says at the end. But anyways, there, you should be able to see by the date.
Oh, okay.
Now, someday, I hope I can figure out how to put the name of the group on there. But
Yeah.
you have to figure out how to do that, it's in the comments section.
Oh, you're welcome.
So,
Yeah, so, okay,
you can
cool.
look at today's date, and it should be on. In fact, it's still recording now, because I forgot to turn it off. So it's got all my commentary. Here we go. People are like, hush, Jenny, we don't want to hear that. No, they've all quit. They've quit listening by now.